Hey y'all, Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back, honey. Welcome back. Listen, I just came to run my mouth for a little piece, okay, about a few topics, not a whole lot, but I still want y'all to like up this video and I still want y'all to subscribe to the channel. So make sure you going ahead and you doing that, okay? So y'all know Easter has just passed not too long ago, and I want to get into this story that took place over on or over at a Chick-fil-A on Good Friday. So let me get this up, okay? So that we could check out exactly what went down. All right.
Jaden Cintron told me on Good Friday he simply walked into the bathroom during his break like he always does. Jaden Cintron was hard at work at Chick-fil-A on Monday, but on Good Friday his character was tested and he passed with flying colors. Kinston police say on Friday almost $10,000 in cash was left in the restaurant's men's restroom beside the toilet. Cintron walked into the stall during his break like he always does and saw the cash.
Then I just picked it up and I brought it to Human Resources.
The money was inside 2 envelopes when he found it. I asked him why he didn't just keep the money for himself.
But that's not what Jesus would have done. That's not what God would have wanted.
Cintron said his faith guides his thought process.
Money is useless without character.
Kinston Police Chief Keith Goyette said it's amazing that Cintron did what he knew was right.
A lot of people will unfortunately take that money and run with it, but kudos to that employee at Chick-fil-A. Definitely deserves an award.
John McFall is the owner of the Chick-fil-A in Kinston. He said Cintron embodies the Chick-fil-A way.
A true leadership, true integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching. And Jay did that in this case, and he should be commended for it.
Cintron said the owner of the money found out he turned it in and offered him $500 for his good deed. Cintron declined the money several times before eventually accepting it. He said he didn't want a cash reward for simply doing what was right.
I don't want anything out of this. I did this because that's what Jesus would do.
And I spoke to several customers here at Chick-fil-A about what happened. All of them told me Jaden did a great thing and he deserves every last bit of the recognition he's getting. Live in Kinston, Chris Cook, WITN News.
Always good to do.
Jaden's
All I'm hearing is she fuck integrity. Do you hear me? Come close. Cause y'all didn't have that same integrity when that boy found that 9K and gave his ass 500. You understand what I'm saying? Be clear. In addition to that, y'all sitting up here talking about integrity, and some of these same people with all the damn money is putting money into the pockets of the motherfuckers that's running this damn country. Where is the integrity? And you think that I want to slid on that 9K? You out your fuck ass mind. I gotta go to the car real quick. Okay, I would have went and put that shit up so damn quick. What you talking about? Now, see, here's the thing. Okay, just a little piece. I would have been concerned about whether or not the 9K belonged to the job. You feel what I'm saying? Depending on the envelope, ain't no tell somebody could have stole the 9K themselves and they put it in there from the job. And then if he would have took that money, he could have ended up being charged or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? So you do got to think about that if it's at work, right? But also at the same time, it's like, shit, let me see if I can hide this shit, see how it's from the work. What y'all finna do? Ain't no, hey, we ain't come up 9K short. Be clear. Okay, we didn't come up 9K short. Ain't nobody come back to claim the money. I'll let it sit for a few weeks and see what's gonna happen. Maybe. But I don't think I would have turned it in. 9K, do you know how hard I'll give for a pimp it is when you trying to get the money for the rent? Okay? I don't give a damn about all of that. I about would have took that 9K. So I am one of the people they talking about when the officer said a lot of people would have took that in rent. I would have. The only thing that would have made me think twice would have been because this 9K was hidden in the bathroom or not necessarily hidden, but it was in the bathroom of my job. If I was a regular girl, fuck this place. Okay, they got to do me. But if this is my job, 9K in the bathroom, is this the church's money? Is this Chick-fil-A's money? Did somebody try to run a play on the job? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to get caught up in that. That's the only thing that matters. Okay, I get all right. I'm act like I ain't see that. Let me go on by my business. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all to take 9K and award that boy $500, not even $1,000. as you get older, young man, because I feel like for you to stand up and talk about something, I didn't take, I wouldn't do, that's not what Jesus would do. I wouldn't get that. No, I don't want to. No, no, no. No, I want to be like the Lord. I want whatever God said. Oh my God, no. Okay. I feel like you must be, your family must already got money. Okay. You must already be straight. Because I feel like as you get older, and that cop out break down next week, you gonna be like, damn, I wish I would have killed that 9K. I ain't gonna hold you, guys. I should have at least took that shit. I should have took about 3 and gave them niggas 7. Like, hey, I just found this 7. I mean, you could have at least did that. Cause you think the police finna go and try and figure out who the hell that 9K belong to? I think the fuck not. They already processing and putting that shit in the system. Understand? Okay, ready for it to go back to one of these banks or for them to write it off in some type of capacity. You think they finna go find a person? We ain't hear the police say they finna get on the cameras and identify the people that used the bathroom that day to try to find out who this 9K belonged to. They're gonna try and run the serial numbers. I don't know if that's gonna work too much. You know what I'm saying? Because even if that money was in somebody's account, it could have passed through all kind of folks. Ain't no telling. So I don't hear them talking about mother thing about helping that person get that money. Baby, the way I would have at a minimum had to take some up off the top. Pay me for my pain, pay me for my time, or you could say the bullshit because the rest of this coin is mine. Do you understand me? Y'all let me know in the chat how many of y'all would have kept a little piece for yourself. And they're gonna get this boy $500, not even 1,000. Okay? It's giving pat on the head, little black boy. Good job, pat on the head. You did a good job, young man. Go play. Go on, go play, young man. Good job, good job, good job. So yeah, what y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to split it up or what y'all trying to do? Yeah, I mean, shit, it ain't no thing to me. It's it's about 3 of us. So, I mean, shit, really. I mean, we could do 3, 6, 9 if y'all want to. Like, they done played your little bitty ass. But either way, good luck, okay? Because you want to be like God. What would Jesus do? We don't wear them bracelets no more, okay? We don't do, we over here on what the ancestors would do, okay? We already know that we fall short of being worthy. Why? Because I ain't good enough, but he still love me. Period. And that's what I'm going to be singing as I take some of that money. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying, child. Let's get on to the next thing as we talk. All right. I want to get into the fact that the birth rate is low. They're saying that the birth rate just hit the lowest point ever recorded, according to federal data, baby, and we love to see it. And see, not, find your ass. Because see, listen, y'all thought y'all was going to sit up there and roll back Roe v. Wade, thinking y'all was going to force and put people in a position to have these damn babies. And they said, I'll do you one better. I'll be better at it. Now, they may be blowing up the Plan Bs, or they may be using protection, or let's say they may not be engaging at all. How about that? And I'm proud of every single one of y'all. Okay? I'm proud of y'all. Y'all not finna be sitting up here dragging these people through the mud, making them slaves. Okay? Been slaves, ain't never really got out of it. Hello? Modern day. Been out here showing y'all. Okay, people, and then what'd be crazy? I'm just thinking about the different companies that be going up, knowing they're not really affected by anything. Like Netflix, y'all raising y'all prices. All these other folks want to give up. Hey, just so you know, we're gonna raise about $2, $3. Hey, we're gonna raise about this. Hey, we gonna raise. Okay, not affected by nothing for real. Raising y'all prices up on these people. Okay, putting these data centers in, affecting these people, water and power bill. Ain't no telling what else y'all affecting, and then think that they supposed to be able to afford children too. As y'all also out here cutting funding to damn near everything. People barely can get help and resources, and you want them to sit up here and have children. I'm glad that people have gotten smart. Okay, the government's the baby. The government's the baby. Period. Okay, because that's why all the damn money going anyway. Okay, the city is the baby. The gas is the baby. The bills is the baby. Okay, bitch, we the baby. Hello, because we try to take care of ourselves. Damn. Either way, it is what it is. But I'm just proud of the people. I was so glad to see this. I saw it on another site. I bet maybe I saw it on Twitter. It was like a news article. I was like, oh. What that guy? I think that guy Phil, the one that be posted on Twitter, the only reliable news source for real, Phil. Um, he put it up, and I was like, "Oh my God, I like this kind of carrying on." Honey. Hello, y'all know what other carrying on I like, baby? This carry on right here. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's go, little mama. Come on, mama. Get it, boo. Get it, Deyjah. Go, mama. Yes. Come on, girl. Let's go. Let's go, mama.
Deyjah Imani Harris, a sophomore speech communication major from the Atlanta, Georgia. Now, some of y'all may know me as Princess of the South, but in Delta Land,
Come on.
I will forever be known as
Come on, boo.
Precious Air.
Come on, mama. Yes, we love to see it. Go ahead. Now, let me tell y'all why I watched that and I slick. I was a little misty. I was a little misty. Okay. I was a little, okay. And it's really because of the fact that I was watching this like this was my niece or something. Her aunt, T.I.'s sister, was a Delta and she passed away a few years ago. I cannot remember the cause, but she passed away a few years ago. And her name was Precious. And for them to name her Precious Air, I love that. I love that so much. She will forever be known as Precious Air. I said, baby, your auntie looking down on you. And I know she's so proud of you in this moment. And in addition to that, the day that Deyjah probated was also the same day that Precious crossed into Delta. And I'm just like, oh, it's so much about that moment that was just so precious, and her cousin Kamaya was there to see it all. And I know she was crying. I know Kamaya was bawling because Precious was Kamaya's mom. And Kamaya also pledged Delta as well. So love it down. Love it down. Love it down. I was like, oh, I love that name. I love the name. But when she said Precious Air, thought about the aunt, then I also thought about her little sister Aries. I was like, you next, little girl. Little girl, is you next? Ah, exactly. Okay. Shout out to the Harrises, honey. I love that for her. Congratulations to Deyjah. So proud of her. You go do your thing, mama. And it takes me back also to the time when T.I. was talking to his daughter about, I think something about her hymen or something, wanting to go to the doctor to check, make sure her hymen ain't broke or whatever the case, make sure she went out here hunching. And I'm like, baby, Deyjah is the one that you least got to worry about. High key, her and Major. High key, the very least. Mama's out here doing very well. Be clear. Okay? Be clear. She stay real low key with it. Okay? Period. Never had to worry about Deyjah. Why? But all the kids are doing great though. I just love that, and I think that's also a part of like the connection, knowing that we watched them when they were like younger kids, and to kind of watch them grow up. It's so beautiful. Okay, despite all the drama and chaos that may be around, the kids are doing great. The parents should be very, very proud. Okay, and I love that Tiny showed up there for her. I'm sure that Deyjah's mom was there as well, but that's just so sweet. I just love it for her. The next thing I want to get into, child, is how things are never that serious. All right. It appears that a steak and shake worker ended up being unalived at the job. Like, girl, I be hearing these stories a lot. Y'all gonna have to let it go. Y'all gonna have to recognize that your child fast food ain't fast food like it used to be, hun. Okay. And girl, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth going to jail. It's just not worth going to jail over $5. Over some fries, over a burger, over a piece of chicken. It's just not over a shake. Cause they gonna shake the shit out you when you get to jail anyway. So it's like it's not worth all of that. But let's get into this story over here. Let's see what's happening.
It's never that serious to take a person's life over some fast food.
Tamala Washington was woken up by her family this morning to the news her daughter, Chauncia Lachelle Meekins, was killed while working at the Steak and Shake in North St. Louis County Wednesday night.
I couldn't believe it. I just talked to my daughter. We was talking about her birthday. She wanted me to cook a special meal, her favorite meal. Her birthday is April the 23rd of this month. Instead of celebrating her birthday, I would be burying my daughter for some senseless act.
St. Louis County Police say around 11:30 Wednesday night, 2 workers were shot after a confrontation at the drive-thru. Washington says the Steak and Shake manager told her it was over the customer asking for more onion rings. Chauncia was weeks away from celebrating her 33rd birthday.
She's loving, caring, friendly. She loves to party. She would give you the shirt off her back if she had it. There's nothing she wouldn't do for anybody that she tried to help.
Another worker was also injured, but is expected to survive. Chauncia's mother has one message to the people who killed her daughter.
Please come forward and turn yourself in. You took somebody's daughter, somebody's auntie, somebody's cousin away from them. That's all I want. It's justice for my daughter. That's all I'm asking.
Wow.
St. Louis County Police haven't released any information about the potential suspects and don't have anyone in custody right now. If you know anything about this shooting, you're asked to either call St. Louis County Police or Crime Stoppers.
It's never.
That is so sad that they may actually never find the person that killed this lady's daughter. I hope they do, but I mean, we're going to have to see. I don't know if they had cameras on the outside or what, but I really hate that for her. And this baby about to celebrate her birthday in just a few weeks. Ooh, I cringe so bad. Mama's probably going to figure out a way to sue this job too. I don't know how they will be liable or anything, but she may try and see if she has a case for the loss of her daughter. Senseless, unnecessary. I really, really wish people would think before they act. I really, really wish people would do that. Really think about what you probably gonna be losing instead of trying to prove a point in that damn moment. Prove a point and give me my damn money back. How about that? Can I get a refund? Just don't worry. Just give me a refund, baby. Thank you so much, and appreciate it. Okay. I hope they find that person. I hope that some details come out. I hope that, when the police does their investigation, they see they see the vehicle driving. They see, I'm hoping the license plate hits a few of the cameras that are working, damn it, on that side of town. I'm hoping that they do catch this person. I hope your time is up before the summer is here. Okay. There's that. Y'all leave y'all thoughts on that. The next thing I do want to get into is another crazy story, and it's not really crazy. I think it's crazy that conversations are continuing to be had. Okay. So Cardi B is now, she is asking a judge to hit Tasha K with sanctions, claiming she violated a non-disclosure agreement 25 times, speaking on her, Offset, and Stephon Diggs. Now, I remember it being a situation where Cardi was like, she can't talk on me or my people. But I don't know. I ain't really think too much of it. I ain't know she couldn't talk on Stephon. Nah. And it seems like Cardi just been racking up a list. Her obviously her attorney says they just been making note. Okay, we see you. We ain't saying that yet, but we see you. They're saying court docs reportedly show Cardi accusing Tasha of being on a relentless mission to target and harass her and her family through roundabout commentary, knowing her audience can easily figure out who she's talking about. Cardi claims whenever her legal team flags certain posts, Tasha deletes them. Oh, wow. But allegedly posts them again, calling it a nonstop cat and mouse game that she's tired of. But why would she even delete them? Because you already know how Barty gang go. Soon as you post it, they screenshot it. They getting timestamps. They getting everything. They probably got files right now. They sending over to Cardi. So whether I don't really think it's a cat or mouse, because they also probably got screen recordings of when the post goes up, how long the damn post is up. I wouldn't be surprised the way they be getting deep in the weeds, the way the fans are. So, yeah. I mean, they know what's going on. They go on to say that if you recall, Tasha already owes Cardi $4 million from their defamation case. Cardi says this ongoing behavior violates the agreement they made during Tasha's bankruptcy plan, where she was supposed to stop speaking on Cardi and her family. Child, and now that Cardi has had a child with Stefan, it is her family. So I guess he's included in that too. Baby, the way I would keep that lady name out my mouth, and I know some people may be like, oh, y'all just let her scare y'all this and that. Y'all let her scare y'all, bitch. Don't nobody want to be tied up with no attorney all the time going back and forth to court. Girl, the money spent on that shit could be very well spent and used on some other shit. Ain't nobody got time with that. Like, okay, like I ain't got nothing to say. I don't have a point to prove. I ain't got to do shit. I'm not for to talk about that. Okay, you got it, girl. You got it, huh? And not a problem. Not a problem. I'm sure there are bigger names, right? I'm sure there have been others that may have been sent to cease and desist or threatened and told not to talk about, and they probably never talked about them folks again. Like, all right, you got it. I feel like even, bigger names that's probably been out there probably was like, okay, I'm not going to touch on that subject no more. Ain't nobody got time to keep getting tied up going, I could be using this money for something else, okay? Like, it's whatever. They also say there have been at least 25 violations so far. She says Tasha has continued discussing Offset, including posts about his recent shooting in Florida, and even brought up Stefan Diggs. Cardi is asking the court to step in, issue penalties for any future violations. Damn. In order Tasha to completely stop speaking on her and her family altogether. Wow. Child, listen. And I think them sanctions can go up to 100,000. Up to, I think they could be up to 100,000. So it's not a guarantee she will be paying 100,000 per 25. They may be like, okay, it's a $2,000, it's a $10,000 sanction, maybe. But that's if the judge awards it, because it is in the NDA, according to Cardi, that it was agreed upon by both of them. So it does appear that she's in violation of that if that's what's considered Cardi's family. I don't know how the judge would look at that, because I don't know if she would need to name people specifically by saying Stefan Diggs, Offset, or whatever, or how that works. Okay, how do they identify who or what is family, right? But that's what's going on, and that is crazy. And I just feel like what everybody's saying with Iran or with Trump and stuff, talking about ceasefire, baby, I would ceasefire on it too. Like I ain't got nothing else to say. You got it, girl. I ain't got nothing else to say. Especially if it's a case like this looming over my head. Like, you got it, love. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, okay? Y'all may move like, I don't give a damn F Cardi. Okay, I'm going to say what I want to say. She can send as many sanctions as she wants. Y'all don't know. Y'all let me know. That's all that I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Be sure to like up the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.